UFC 308 is upon us. And with our co-main event, we got Robert Whitaker and Khamzat Chimaev. Woo! We love Robert. He's super cool. Got that karate blitz. He's awesome. And guess what? He's a Skyrim enjoyer. How can you not love him? He's the man. And he wants back at the title. Not happening, bud. Say goodnight. It's over. You're done, buddy. Because your doom is here, bro. It's over. Khamzat Chimaev is going to just, how do I put this lightly? He's going to walk through him. And it's sad to say, but I just do not see a world where Robert wins. Literally, lightning has to hit, dude, I don't even know, like 6 airplanes at the same time. There's no way that my brain can even picture Robert winning. And let's get into the reasons why. So, when the first Khamzat fight fell out, I wanted to make this video. I'd never making a YouTube video before, and I was like, I'm such a hater, I might just make a YouTube channel just for that. Decided against it. Glad I did, because Khamzat pulled out like a baby. Surprised he hasn't yet. Well, there's still time. But he fought Ikram, who's an unranked prospect instead of Khamzat. And he KO'd him. Wow, that's so impressive. All jokes aside, it actually, getting a KO is pretty good, especially when you haven't gotten one in like 7 years. But let's go through his past 6 wins, because you know what? When I was thinking about it, they're not that good actually. So here we got Ikram. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Ikram. Yeah, he's got the Khabib beard. You know he's serious, except for the fact that he's already lost. So Oregon. And who's he beating in the UFC? Oh man, Mario Souza, Phil Hawes, and Worley Alves. Absolute killers, man. Marauders. No. And don't even try to fake hardcore status by being like, bro, you don't know them. They're actually somebody. No, they're not. No, they're not. I mean, cool that he KO'd him and whatnot, but just a bunch of cans, bro, and got fed to Robert Whitaker. I think Ikram could be good. Like, obviously, we've seen his skills, and it's like, okay, could be good. You haven't beat anybody, but could be good. Just got fed way too early. Who'd he beat before that? Paulo Costa. Wow, that's a really good win, especially in 2024. Who's he beat in the last 4 years? Well, he's had 5 fights and he's won 1 of them against an ancient Luke Rockhold. Yeah, man, that's a great win. Paulo Costa's really on the all-time list, that's for sure. Well, who's before that? Marvin Mediocre Vittori. All right, okay, Marvin Vittori, Italian Stallion. What's Marvin's best win? Well, let's look here. We've got Cesar Ferreira, Andrew Sanchez, Carl Robertson. Wow, bunch of nobodies, man. Who's after that? Jack the Jonkler Hermanson. Best part is this is his second best win all time. This is his second best win ever. Because after that, you got Kevin Holland. Dude, Kevin Holland is not a good win. What? Oh, he quits every fight, bro. This guy does not care about winning. That doesn't even count. Like, they should just take Kevin Holland's records away. Like, it does not count. Paulo Costa, we just saw. Paulo Costa's a nobody. And then his best win, Roman Dolidze. Okay, absolute jobber. Okay, bud. Okay, well, those are his last 3 wins. What about the win before that? Oh my gosh. Kelvin Gastelum. Absolute tubby boy. And just look at that green to red ratio since 2018. Yeah, that's a real good win. Really aging well. Jared Cannonier. Okay. This is a this is literally Rob's best win other than Yoel Romero. Jared Cannonier is pretty good, skilled. Um, Unfortunately on a bit of a skid, and unfortunately, I predict that give it another 2-3 years. If Jared's still fighting, I bet he's gonna lose a couple more times. I fear Jared Cannonier is going to be looked at the same fate as like Apollo Costa here pretty soon, where it's like, oh, he was super good and then he just fell off the face of the earth. Like, it's still good win. Obviously, at the time, Jared Cannonier is super skilled and still skilled, but um, he's not cracking top 50. Let's just say that. Darren Till. Okay, bud. Okay. We really gonna sit here and act like Darren Till's somebody? Here's the problem with a lot of Rob's wins. His recent wins. They have a cool come up and then they get to the top and just I don't even know, just fall off a cliff. I just see so many losses all over the board, except for Ikram, but a bunch of cans. This is like the beginning of his career. But like the point of me bringing this up is, obviously Rob's skilled and he beats these guys definitively. But none of these guys are top 50 all time. Yet we're going to sit here, like, people will make the argument that Robert Whitaker is one of the greatest middleweights ever. I think he's skilled. And it's a problem with the middleweight division. There's not a lot of good guys, but dude, like, I'm not going to sit here and rate Paulo Costa as a good win. And then you're like, well, dude, what about Khamzat? He's beating a bunch of cans and nobodies. Bro, Khamzat's last win, well, we'll get into this later, was Kamaru Usman. All 6 of these fights, all 6 of them combined, do not even come close to beating Kamaru Usman, a top 15 fighter all time. And Khamzat won definitively. I don't care what people say. It was definitively. But we'll get into that later. Let's go into the next topic I want to bring up. Yeah. Robert Whitaker is chinny as freak. It's just a rough fact that you can't get around. I watched the Paulo Costa fight live. Gosh, wish I could speak English. I knew he was gonna get rocked. I just knew it. I was telling my friends, I was like, "Look, dude, Robert Whitaker is gonna do the Drunken Sailor round 1. Just watch." And what happened? He did a little jig. That's for sure. He's been knocked out by Dricus, knocked out by Izzy, and obviously, like, these guys are good, but still, getting knocked out is getting knocked out. Especially when you're like at the highest caliber. Like, getting knocked out is bad. And here's the thing. I never watched the Cannonier fight. Never watched it. Don't care to rewatch it. I just don't care. I just knew that Robert Whitaker probably got rocked in it. So I watched a highlight video, and what do you know? He gets rocked. It's not that he gets rocked in every fight, but it's a vast majority. It's easy to take him out is what I'm saying. If you're at the elite level, it's easy to take him out. Paulo Costa's not taking him out. He's got no pop. No pop, Paulo Costa. He's doing nothing. Like, he's not able to capitalize on this. If you're Izzy or Dricus du Plessis, or, spoiler alert, Khamzat, you're going to take advantage of this and finish it. And obviously Robert is super talented. and he'd kick my ass. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he's got crazy finishing ability. I don't even know if I'm sure he's submitted somebody, but I don't care to check because it hasn't been within the last freaking 10 years, dude. And his last finish before short notice unranked Ikram, his last finish before that was in 2017. My point being with this is the way for Robert Whittaker to win is to be perfect, absolutely perfect for 25 minutes, which he's proven he can do against absolute nobodies, bro. Against Kelvin Gastelum. Oh shit. Won 4 out of his last 10 fights. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, Kelvin's a real dangerous opponent. I mean, who do you think has the perfect style to beat Robert Whittaker then? That's right. Mr. Khamzat Chimaev, bro. Now, Khamzat Chimaev, let's just say this. He is going to be champion, I think. I think he's going to go chrome for chrome, as bedtime says, with Drickus. It's going to be close, but I think Khamzat is the only man who could possibly out. Let's be politically correct. Let's just say chrome for chrome is the only thing I can say. He's the only one who could go chrome for chrome with Drickus. So let's go back to Robert. Who's he beaten? A bunch of. In 10 years from now, nobody will be talking about the people he's beaten. Let's just be honest. Nobody. In 20 years from now, people will still be talking about Kamaru Usman, the greatest welterweight on the planet. Don't back up, T. Wood. I'm coming all night long. That Kamaru Usman. One of the greatest of all time. What did Khamzat do to him? 10-8'd him. 10-8'd him, bro. I know it's short notice. Still Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is a professional, stays in shape year round. Obviously, like, with more time to prepare, he could have done better. But still, Khamzat 10-8's Kamaru Usman. To this point, up until the Khamzat fight, Kamaru Usman had been taken down one time in his career. One freaking time. And Khamzat just, at will, shoots the sloppiest takedowns ever and is able to take Kamaru down. I mean, like, are we going to sit here and act like Robert Whittaker has better takedown defense and is a better wrestler than Kamaru Usman? No, I don't think so. I think if Khamzat wants to take Robert down, he's just going to wait for a blitz or back him up against the fence with pressure and take him down. Khamzat can take Robert down at any point. And guess what? He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to because he's got the one-punch KO power. He is so physical and so strong, especially with those straight punches. He can just knock Robert out. He can just knock Robert out whenever. Do I think that's going to happen? I think so. I think what's going to happen is Khamzat's going to, shoot takedowns, and then maybe after the first or second, he's going to start faking them and just uppercutting. Robert keeps his hands low by the hips, especially when he's fighting Khamzat. He's going to try and get those underhooks. If Khamzat fakes it, he shoots a couple takedowns, gets them, has Robert really worried about them because being like, oh shit, he just was on my back for 4 minutes in round 1. I can't let him take me down again. He's going to focus on keeping his hands down. Guess what? If you're Khamzat, fake a takedown, bam, bam, bam to the face. Oh, he's chinny. You just dropped him. Like, I realistically think that if Khamzat fakes a takedown and then uppercuts or something, 80% chance Robert gets rocked from that. And let's say it goes into the later rounds. People always talk about Khamzat's cardio. It's garbage. Okay, maybe a little bit. But here's the thing. Khamzat, people say he slows down. He does. But he goes from a sprinting pace to a light jog. Did I mention he 10-8s Kamaru Usman in round one? And then people say, dude, round three, he was totally gassed. Dude, he was hanging in there with Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman. He's hanging in there with. Name one other person who could do that, dude. Like, very few people on earth can hang in there a round with Kamaru Usman, much left after sprinting and 10-8ing him. And he's got the heart from, as we saw in the Gilbert Burns fight, we saw that he's going to do anything to win. He can bite down on the mouthpiece. He'll knock you down. He'll do whatever. He is in the fight 100%. Obviously, that was when he was hungry. Now he's gotten a little bit of money from crypto scams. So, there's an argument to say he could maybe have lost that dog in him, but I really don't think so. I mean, we saw it, and he wants to win. I think he wants the title. He's got the skills to beat Rob. I just don't see how Khamzat won't beat him. Here's just a simple game plan. Take him down once or twice in the first round. Sit on his back, ground and pound. If you don't knock him out then, round two comes around, fake a takedown, just punches to the head, punches to his chin. He's got his hands down. And just like that, you've knocked out Robert Whittaker, and you're either fighting for the belt or fighting Izzy. I think Robert's Reaper is here. And as much as I love Robert, his title dreams are dead.